Hello everyone, myself Farhan. Today we'll see a Java program which basically works like a bank account, and here we have a class called account which will create accounts with 500 rupees as their minimum balance, and it will have two methods to deposit and withdraw the money. It also uses the concept of exceptions to throw an error and the user tries to withdraw more money, which will make the account balance fall below 500 rupees. If the exception is found, we print a message which says withdrawal amount is invalid. So it also creates two accounts where both the accounts can deposit money, but only one will withdraw money. So now let's move on to the coding part. We have the code over here. As you can see, the first line is package ACC. So it's a keyword. Package is a keyword which is used to create packages. Here we have created a package called ACC, and it will hold all our classes int. So the next line is import java.io.star. So here import is a keyword which is used to import other packages into our current program. So here we make use of the package java and the class io inside it. So here the star specifies that all other classes inside io will be imported along with .io. And the next is class less balance exception extends exception. So we are creating a class called less balance exception which will extend the inbuilt class exception. So inside it we have two instances. One is msg of the type string which will hold a string, and the next is bal of the type integer. So we have a constructor of the class less balance exception which will take a parameter amount of the type integer, and the message here is initialized to less balance exception, and the balance is initialized to the input parameter amount. Next we have a class called account. Inside it we have a instance bal which holds balances, and then we have a constructor for the account, and it will initialize the bal to 500. Next we see a deposit method which will take an input parameter amount. Here basically the amount is added with the current balance and the balance is updated. Next we have the method withdraw which takes a parameter amount, and it also throws less balance exception. Here throws signifies that the method withdraw can have exceptions or errors in it. Now we have the instance new balance. So the new balance is first initialized to balance, then the new balance is subtracted, the amount is subtracted from the balance, and the new balance gets updated. And now the updated balance, that is new balance, if it falls below 500, then the exception is thrown. So the throw new less balance exception with the input parameter amount, it gets executed. If the new balance is more than 500, then this block of code is executed, that is balance is updated to new balance, and the amount withdrawn and the line amount withdrawn is printed. Next we move on to int get balance. So this is a method which is used to get balance of the account. It just returns the balance, and then we have the class main, and inside it we have our main method which gets executed first. Now here we have created it also throws IO exception, and here we have created two objects of the class account. So here a1 and a2 are the objects, and both of them are created with their balance as 500. So then we have deposit. So this line asks the user the deposit amount, and here we use the data input stream of the class java.io to get inputs from the user. So we create an object named dis to take inputs to use the data input stream. Now we have here an instance of type integer amount 1, and the inputs we take from dis are of the type string. So read line here signifies that the input is a string. So strings can be converted into integer using this line, integer.parseInt. Here the parseInt is a method of the class integer. So this will convert the input string into integer, and eventually the result gets stored into amount 1, and then the deposit method is called through a1, that is the object a1, which signifies account 1. So the amount gets deposited into account 1, and the line is printed, amount 1 is deposited. Same happens with the account 2. Then we have the withdrawal block. So to handle the withdrawal exception, we use try and catch method. So here the try block contains the code which needs to be checked for exceptions, and the catch blocks contain the message which is to be printed after the exception is found. So inside the try block we ask the user as to from which account the money is to be withdrawn, and we take the input into an integer variable x. The same method is used here to take inputs, that is the string input is converted into integer using parseInt, and also we take the withdrawal amount as the input and store it in w. Then we check if the chosen account is either 1 or 2. If it is 1, we use the a1 object and we call the withdraw method with the w as parameter, or else we do it for the a2 object, that is account 2. And if an exception is found in the try block, the catch block is executed. So it just prints this line, amount lb.balance cannot be withdrawn. So that's it for the code part. Now let's see the output part. We run the program. We see this account created with minimum balance, that is 2 accounts are created with minimum balance 500. Let's enter the amount to be deposited in account 1. We'll give 1000, and next the amount to be deposited in account 2, we'll give 2000. And after this, choose the account from which you want to withdraw the money. So I'll choose account 2 as the account, and here it says enter withdrawal amount. I'll enter 2300 as a withdrawal amount, and as you can see, the amount 2300 cannot be withdrawn as the withdrawal as the balance after the withdrawal falls below 500. So the catch block is executed and this string is printed. So that's all for this program. Thank you everyone.